But here's the thing: if you're running the biggest knife making podcast out there, why do you have to shit on other podcasts?
Oh, I know why.
Yeah, this tells me more about him than about our show, right? So,
Albert,
What?
do you care?
I care because it's not right.
This is Ben from Common Knives, and you're listening to the High Carbon Podcast.
Welcome, guys.
What's up?
Good evening.
Hello.
So you want to hear a crazy story from my week? It's actually a couple days ago.
Sure, shoot.
So I have I've been making those carbide hammers, and I braze the carbide balls into the hammerhead. So I have like this small little oxyacetylene torch set that you can pick up and carry around. So it's like 2 bottles with 5 liters or something in it. And I have the big tanks in my shop also that I refill with. So I went to refill, and about 3-4 months ago on Amazon, I bought a new, an adapter you can put on the big tank and hook it up to the small tank so you can transfer the gas. So the stuff is like 3-4 months old. Put the new adapter on there. It's like the second, third time I used it. Open up the oxygen tank into the small tank, and then all of a sudden, you just hear a small, psst, and I can hear it leaking. So it's got these Teflon gaskets in it, and just a small little hissing noise, and all of a sudden, pop, the thing pops out and flames start shooting out of the fucking adapter. Shut the tank off real quick. First time that's ever happened. I've been working with those fucking things for 25 years now. Never had a problem with it ever.
Damn.
Use them all the time at work. But that's crazy.
Glad that you survived.
Just the gasket popping was enough, and the thing was hot as hell. The whole entire tube. I mean, it's made out of copper, so the heat travels pretty quickly. But I've heard stories of that. You're not supposed to have any kind of oil or anything on the fittings or anything like that, because they'll start on fire. It's crazy.
Glad you make it to the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I didn't lose a hand or something. Be on Krankenstein on sick leave again for a little while. If that happened.
You must be
Sick
so
leave from sick
popular
leave.
at your company.
No, I'm really not that accident prone. It just sounds like it recently.
The last year.
I can remember something this year.
Yeah, we all know about that. We remember.
You exactly know what you mean.
So we didn't introduce our guest yet. We have Meerschot from Shir Knives with us tonight.
Hello, everybody.
He's been missing in action lately. Somebody hacked into his Instagram account, and he hasn't been able to get back on. But you've also been busy. You bought a house that you're remodeling,
Yes, it's driving me crazy slowly, but yeah, I did this to myself.
and you already moved into it, right? While you're
Yeah,
remodeling.
we are living in here, and we are remodeling everything. So it's a tough task, but yeah, we're doing our best.
Yeah, that's tough moving into a house that's not finished, because sometimes you're working all day and you get home and screw it, I'll do it later or another time.
No,
It just
that's-
gets dragged on and lasts forever.
Yeah, we can't afford to drag it that far because we get our new kitchen next week. So we are forced to have all that stuff ready till then. And it's been a hard time. Full-time working, and then after the work, working on the house till 11 p.m. or midnight, stuff like this every day.
So it must be nice having a little break from Instagram then, so you don't get distracted and get the work done you needed in the
I
house.
don't know what I would do with that one in between. Was crazy.
So the knife making's been put on hold for a little while, or do you have a shop set up already?
I have my shop set up, I would say about 85%, and this one I must admit, it was a blast doing the charity knife this time. It
Yeah.
was a very welcoming change of work, so it was nice working on a knife again after quite some time.
So that's the first knife you did in the new shop?
Yeah, it's the first one, right.
And we've been slowly showing the videos and the pictures of people's knives, but we haven't released any of the material and steel choices and stuff like that. Do you remember what all of yours was? Because you're coming up soon.
Yeah, I had the steel from the Salzburg boys, and it was, I think, Damascus pattern on the outside and Apex core. and I don't know what it's called, Hainbuche in English. What is it?
Hornbeam, yeah.
Hornbeam, yes, I use for the handle. And the spacer, I do my end caps. I used some part of the steel that I got and put it as a end cap. So there's also a Go My construction on the end cap.
And the steel that you picked up from the Salzburg guys, is that because you weren't able to forge yourself without having the shop set up?
Yes,
Or?
yes. Right. Impossible. This one would be completely impossible from time management wise, because on the weekends, that's the only time we could work from early in the morning till late night. So that's a day. Usually in the past, I did on Saturdays, I did my forge stuff and forging steel and all that stuff. But the last few months, not even possible to think about it. I was at my shop one time because I got a gift from Jonas Nöding. You all know him.
Mm-hmm.
And he built me something like a double S grind jig for my anvil, so I can forge the double S grind before grinding it all the way. My goal with the
Okay.
steel was to show as much as possible from the cladding, because I did a S grind, double S grind on this knife, and I didn't want to do the regular look on when you have a Go My billet and you grind double S grinds in it, you grind most of the cladding away, and it's
Mm-hmm.
looking some kind of silly. And then my idea was to forge the bevels, the S grind bevels, as far as I could, so I can just grind a little bit on the wheel and even show much more from the cladding. And I managed it a little bit, not completely as I wanted to, but still, I think it's looking good.
So I think this tool, Albert will probably know the name, but it's some kind of a tongs with like a small rounding die on the top and on the bottom that you can hold
Yeah,
in your
right.
hand, like a spring
Correct.
hilt.
Right. A spring one. Right. That's what he built me. Great guy. And yeah, I've tried to work with it, and it was a nice way to do your bevels.
But is there an official name for that thing?
You mean drawing dice? Is that
Yeah,
what you mean?
but drawing dice, yes, could be called that, but for the anvil, just with a little
With the
spring
spring, yeah.
spring steel, a spring
Yeah.
steel shaped like a U, and
Mm-hmm.
then because my fly press, changing the dice on my fly press is very nerve-wracking, and I just started to always use the flat dice on my
Mm.
fly press. I don't change anymore, so that's why I needed this tool. It's on my fly press is a headache changing all that.
Do you have holes in your dice on your fly press?
No, I covered them. I remodeled the fly press a lot,
Mm.
but my construction was not holding up the heat very good, and all my measurements, the steel expanded too much, and it got stuck a little bit. So the bottom die is stuck a little bit. I could somehow lose it up again, but that's too much work, and I don't have the spare time to do stuff like this. So
Yeah.
this is a 2-day weekend project for me, and I can't afford it at that time.
Yeah, sure.
It's not possible to lose 2 days on just for changing or building up something so I can work with my other dice. It's not high tech as your shop,
Our job is not high tech either. It's very old machines. So,
but a lot of machines.
yeah,
And,
plenty. That's true.
I'm fine with my stuff. I can manage to work with it. So
So before you were working in like a closet-sized shop,
yeah,
how big are you now? Do you got a lot more room?
I would say the main problem, I could have more than double the size, but at the moment I built up my shop in one garage. It's a garage shop at the moment. We have a double
Mhm.
garage, but the left one is still occupied by the former owner of the house. She's still living there till I think for another 7 days. Then she's moving out of the flat, one flat that we have in the house, and then we have all the house for ourselves. And then I can start building the shop on the other garage. So I have 2 garages for setting up all my stuff. It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade.
So a section of your house you'll be able to rent out to, or are you guys gonna not do that?
We will rent it out for about 2 years, I think, 1 or 2 years, to just get back a little bit of the money we spent on the house. Because it's not easy. It's a big amount of money that we bought the house and a lot of money that we put in the house now, and we just need a little bit space to breathe. And so we could use this rent and just for 1 or 2 days 1 or 2 years, sorry, till we get everything together again, and then we will use it for ourselves and start rebuilding the other part of the house. But right now it's more than enough space for us to live, and I could finally get my Dolby Atmos surround sound system, so I'm happy.
Sounds fancy.
In-ceiling speakers, and I'm a little nerdy sound guy, and it was always a dream of mine to get in-ceiling speakers with Dolby Atmos. For example, when it's raining, you get the sound from the ceiling and all. It's crazy. It's like a little cinema. Yeah, driving my girlfriend crazy. She hates it. Big speakers and all that stuff, but yeah, it was always a dream of mine.
So you are into movies and not an audiophile, right?
Both of them. I like audiophile music. I have Tidal. I don't know if you know Tidal. It's lossless music. It's like vinyl or CD quality, and not the MP3 stuff that you get on Spotify. And with the right amplifiers and right speakers and speaker management and lots of fine tuning on equalizers and all that stuff. It's a rabbit hole. It's a big rabbit hole that you can lost yourself in. And but when it's set up correctly, it's a soundstage. It's crazy. It's really crazy. You get goosebumps everywhere when you listen to good music that's recorded really good. That's the important part.
Just to check how crazy you are, did you spend multiple hundreds of euros on cables just alone that are like super thick and shielded?
This is the only thing I did not go crazy, because it's called snake oil, you know. This is bullshit. I was visiting a lot of hi-fi places for listening to different speakers and all that stuff, and they had regular cables, and it's just crazy. They wanted to sell me speaker cables, 100 euro per meter. And I have, just so you know, I have about, all my speaker setups are behind the walls. You don't see one cable in my complete setup. There's no cable anywhere. And I have about 120 meters of cable.
Oh my God, I would have guessed like 30 or 40 meters.
No, 120
meters.
And you can multiply it with 100 euros each meter, and then no,
well,
not even possible.
I diagnose you as not crazy. You are a totally sane person.
In that department, no, I'm not crazy, but there are a few crazy decisions. I bought all the equipment and hide it from my girlfriend. I hid it in the basement. I hid it in the basement. I put on my receiver. It's a big receiver. I just wrapped it around towels, bigger towels, so she wouldn't see it. It was crazy. I just the speakers I've put in my office at the work. Hid it there. It was crazy. And after she found out, it was a drama. Yep.
No. I got them secondhand.
I sold it to her with the cables. Look how much money I saved us with these cables.
I have to watch out, but I don't think she will listen to this, so I can be honest about it. I told her I got all the stuff from eBay Kleinanzeigen, and it was around 800 euros, and it was.
I knew it.
Lots and lots more of the money than that. It's just crazy.
Now, Mershat, if after the show, please tell us how much did it cost. So if something happens to you, she won't sell it for that value that you told her.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I will. But nah, that was the only possible way to get away and not be murdered over here. Yeah.
800 euro.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you listen to like vinyls, or is it like you said, it's just lossless digital?
This one is very crazy. I have lots of vinyls, but I don't have the vinyl player for it. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's completely crazy. I'm not normal in my head. I will buy one. But yeah, first I want to set up everything here correctly in the house, and then on the last step, when the smoke has cleared, I say, it's called like this, I think, in English, then I will next year, beginning of next year, I will buy one and put it on a low board, and then the missus needs to be calmed down a little bit, get used to all the speakers and all that stuff. Yeah, you have to be tactical, correct on stuff like this.
Yeah, if you want to live in peace.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
So far, the story of my sound at home.
Back to the Klingen for Gutes.
Yes.
I think we just put together an email sent out to each of the makers. I think you and Albert should have gotten one. And
Yes.
hopefully they will be sending out some newsletters to all of their customers soon. And we have the ticket page is open. Klingen Kinderlaken put together.
Yeah.
The website for the ticket sales, and all the pictures are up.
Right.
Right now we have half of the videos out and half of the pictures from the makers. The other half is coming soon, and we only have I don't know what we got left, like 13 days or something like that.
Yep, that's a little bit on my part.
To go on sale. Mm-hmm.
I did start to take the pictures. One of the makers, I don't know if I can say his name, I will not do this, sent his knife very late because of something that happened, unfortunately. So I had to wait to get all the knives so I can take the pictures. And after that, I tried to do the pictures outside, but the weather here in Dortmund or Germany it's just fucked up. In the middle of my shooting, it started to raining and all that stuff, and I had to restart everything, reconsider everything in between. So that's a little bit on me that we are a little bit late with all that stuff. So sorry for my side.
I think it worked out good. When right now we're kind of just like flooding them with pictures and videos every day, so everybody's getting hyped up.
Perfect.
We'll see. Hopefully, we get some buyers. We got one guy who keeps writing me every day and tells me which knives he wants to take. He says he's gonna win 4 of them. 4 of them are his.
Yeah.
And yeah.
The guy you're talking about can buy 1,000 tickets, for example.
That's what I told him.
He can. There is no problem, and Kinderlachen would be very happy, and we would be very happy. So go for it, my friend. And I don't say his name, but go for it. He knows Yes, that's it. Yeah.
I'm sure he knows.
He knows. Yeah. He knows.
What is the ticket price?
We kept it at 10 euros.
Oh. Well, for 4 knives, it's not that bad. 1,000 tickets.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, depends on what knife you get, but overall,
a little bit of a gamble, but I mean the lineup of makers is
crazy, right?
Top notch. Yes, that is insane, and how they delivered, like how much iterations and changes, like how different they look on the same profile.
Did you see all the pictures?
I don't think so.
I will send you the drive link. So you can have a look. A sneak peek before releasing every picture.
Please be careful so I don't accidentally hack your drive.
This is how it happened.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna send you my Instagram.
Yeah. Paulius, you're the guy. It's you.
Inside job. Yeah. Maybe.
But the pictures are all on Klingen for Gutes already on the website. You can see all the knives up there, right?
Yeah, you get one side. You get the left-hand side view of each of the knives.
Yeah. That's the thing. The thing with this it's a little bit hard to. The website is managed by Kinderlachen, and I could not they would, I think they are so nice, they would do it each day, updating the knives, but I can't do stuff like this to them. Just tell
It's
them,
a lot
hey,
of work.
could you upload each day? That's crazy. So we had to make the decision to go all in or nothing, and nothing is the problem. Then lots of people look up the page, they look up the text message, the text description, all that stuff, but no pictures of the knives, and that's not that good.
Yeah, but like I said, it's one picture, so it gives you a little teaser. And on the Instagram and on the Clinic of Goodness page, we keep updating those pictures. So
Yeah.
It's not just pictures. You have a video of each knife, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
right.
that's what I like a lot, because you get a way better impression of the
Yeah.
knife when you turn it in front of the camera. So that's awesome. Yeah.
That's really, it's way different. Sometimes, for example, I took the pictures, and sometimes even when you shift your angle a little bit more down, the profile looks completely different. I try to do them as good as possible in the same positions as possible, but I'm just a human, and I needed to always switch the sides and all that stuff, and you are moving stuff. So I tried my best, but the videos, they show a lot of details of the knives. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm glad that you like it.
Yeah.
yeah, there was one video. I think it was from Derek Wolf, where he has a mono steel blade.
Yeah.
And turning the blade back and forth, you get like this little foggy spot or this heat spot from your hand that showed up in the middle of the video.
I tried everything, but
disappears.
But I tried everything, but it's just hard if you wanted to do it completely clean and all that stuff. I had to have a different environment, and you can't see it, but the floor, these are our new tiles, and I picked the space where it is the most free space all around. Everything else, there is always stuff laying around, and it's just nerve-wracking. So this was the spot where I could do it. And on the other note, why I don't wear gloves, I think you know Butt Mark.
Yeah.
I used to wear gloves, and he texted me, and Mark is a special kind of guy. I like him, and he always tells how he thinks it is. He doesn't wrap everything up in towels or something like this. He say what he thinks, and he was like, "Hey, you're a real maker, and makers, they should be proud of their hands and the dirt they have on their hands by working on steel and all that stuff." And he said, be stuff of your hands, and be proud of your hands, and be proud of the dirt you have on your hands. And since that day, I stopped just getting gloves on my hands and showing my knives and all that stuff. So that's why I just don't use gloves. It's a little funny story with Mark.
Yeah, that's funny that you mention him, because he's our guest for next week.
Nice. Looking forward.
He's probably not so much into computers, I'm guessing. He messaged and said that he only uses Safari, and he hopes he can get it to work. But we did some checks, and I think it only works on Google for some reason. That's just the way the TriCast works. But we'll get him to download it and walk him through it, and I think it'll be a cool little interview.
But I think he will manage it, because we had some video calls all the time in the past, while it was COVID and all that stuff, and he managed everything. There was not one problem with him, so I guess he will be getting his stuff together.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to hear about the show that he had in Ulking. I know he's one of the higher up members there, and has a lot to do with who goes to the shows and things like that.
Yeah.
And looking online, you really don't find a whole lot about the MAC, which is like the German Knife Association, I guess, in English.
Messer Arbeitskreis. It's called. It's a nice show. I talked to Jonas Nöding. He was there, and he was saying it was a very nice show. And it's the good thing on this show is it's with outside forging, and it's a really, how can I say, it's a maker-friendly show. So, if you like forging, if you like making knives and all that stuff, you can see everything in a very near and very, you can see everything there.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
I've been to it the last 2 years, and I think the first year that I went, we had the Tobin rolling mill on display there. So like the first one that he was passing around to try out, So I was wondering if he came with the new attachment with the rollers that go on the side. Was that at the show?
I don't know. You have to ask the others. I
Oh, you
just
didn't go
called
this year?
and talked to Jono. No. It's
I
no, but I had no holidays, no vacation, no nothing this year. So I'm stuck here. Yep.
had to guard those speakers.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at the website because Albert said all of the pictures are there, and Jesus Christ, what a lineup! So much variance. If I had to pick top picks, I think the number one place would be you, Mershat, shared together with Gabe Fletcher. I don't know. I just
what are you talking about? The Kling for Goods lineup?
Yeah.
Come on,
Sorry.
stop it! Putting me in the same category than Fletcher, Gabe. That's
Hey,
no, it's crazy.
It's subjective. I have a shit taste, but you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, but yeah, yours looks so refined yet rough, and his is like totally cleanly made, and I think they are like yin and yang situation, you know. And I need to break some balls. I need Benjamin. We talked very good about you in the pre-show, but you were a little bit lazy, my man. Very plain design compared to the other makers.
Yeah. He provided the shape, so
yeah,
he has 1 point up. So let him alone.
yeah. His ego is getting bigger. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm so great. I will just do.
And he
But-
couldn't decide on the handle, so he made 5 of them. I don't know if you know that, because he's got five different
Yeah,
handles.
I don't know. Did you post Kamon already?
We didn't post Kamon, but he did a little teaser on his
Yeah.
Instagram page showing all the handles.
Make sure,
choices.
make sure to show the handles. It's just very nice
Yeah.
in real. I did talk to him, but I did not ask what material it was. We had a little call, but I forget to ask what material he used on the colored handles. It's nice. Whatever it is nice.
Polyus, I think it's POE.
POE, okay, yeah.
That's called? Yeah.
The black one is POE, I
Something
know
like
this,
that.
but yeah, it's great, beautiful, a nice idea, a funny idea.
Nice concept.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are the ones you can, he did like a video where you lay it down flat on the table and just kind of hit the handle on the edge of the table.
Oh yeah, got you.
Like
yeah,
right at,
yeah.
and you can pull them off and change
Paulius,
the handles quickly.
your rankings. We were with Gabe and me, and who else was?
Fingal.
Nobody for number one place.
No, no,
You
number
and-
3 or number 4.
I think Willow Forge was one of them.
Yeah, crazy
Yeah,
knife handle, crazy.
It looks insanely good, but for my taste, it's a little bit too clean. I know it's strange. don't be guided by my taste, dear listeners. But you know, like Shir Mershat, your knife is like the opposite. It's like clean, and also yet because of the bolster,
Yeah.
it's pretty rough, but it's very harmonical.
Yeah.
I know there is harmony in that. Yeah, that looks crazy. And of course, I cannot mention one of the better bladesmiths here. It's Albert and his work with Salzburg Messerschmiede. Wonderful pattern. Looks really, really great. And I think these are my like... Chevron?
Chevron.
Well, he's probably busy, face deep in that Apfelstrudel right now.
No, not yet. Not yet. Man. Still waiting for it.
He's back.
Austrian pie, not American pie.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be my like top 4, and of course for top 5. But these are like not in like, I don't know, like Nippenberg's blade. When I saw it, it's like chef's kiss. I just fell in love with it.
You know what's crazy? 22 knives, or 21, one is for me. 21 knives made it to me without any damage or anything. That's so nice from all over the world. It's just, it's beautiful. No, I was worried because I have the responsibility for all the knives, and I was worried what if it comes a little bit broken tip or broken this, broken that, then they will say it was me. And no knife had any damages or any package damages, so it was really nice.
who was the maker who packaged it the best, like fucking bomb-proofed, like a bunker, and
Okay.
who did the
Okay.
worst job?
Let me get this from another angle. There are some makers, I think, they trust God. That's what I can say. They do like nothing at all in a package, and it's just a knife, and live with it.
Just rattling around.
And there are people like me. Usually, when I send my knives, it's wrapped and wrapped and wrapped and wrapped. It's a package that should be a little bit small, is 2 kilos heavier because I put so much. But I think Camon does a pretty good job at making sure there is nothing wrong with this package. Then who gave me a hard
But
time?
Camon is he does the vacuum sealed bag, right?
It's
Or
not
all
just
around
the
knife?
vacuum seals. He does his packaging as usual, then vacuum seal it. Then he wraps it around a black I don't know what it's called, black paper. And on that after the black paper, he wraps it around a carton. It's like a wave carton. I don't know what it's called in English. It's some kind of it's wrapped 10 times around the knife after all the wrapping around in the inside. So there cannot go anything wrong with this packaging. And there were a lot of people who gave me a hard time. And I can tell you, I have 3 bags. You know the big blue bags for garbage, the big ones?
Yeah.
I have 3 bags completely full of packaging of all the knives. I needed to get everything out and take the pictures, and it's just a crazy pain in the ass. It was I was struggling for lots of hours and sweating, and it was just crazy. How much work you have when you unbox 22 knives and then you have to box them up again after taking pictures.
It's like putting a puzzle back together.
Yeah, I don't know if I did it right, but you know what the good thing is? The one who wins the knife does not know how it was packaged before. So there you go. No problem at all.
Well, I know from last year that a few of the knives were packaged up like in a slide box.
Yeah.
I think Tobias Hangler has like this black box with his logo on it.
Right.
The knife fits in there perfectly. Puts his card and like the
beautiful
care instructions and all that stuff in there. Yeah.
Very beautiful. But the one who knocked it out of the park is Gabe Fletcher. It's just he's a fucking professional till the end. It's like ordering, I don't know, a product from Bugatti or something like this. There are 2 boxes with his logos printed on it. It's not a sticker or something like this. And the bigger box, it's a really, really big box, had some packaging around it. And inside of this big box is another smaller box with his logo and the big wolf and all that stuff printed on it. And inside of this box was his knife package. It's in one of your bags, Keith. The knife thing that you said. It's just crazy. He's a professional. That's
True
Did he slip a beer in there too?
No, I was looking for it, but he don't like me. I have to talk to him next time. No beer for me. The only one who wrote me a message on all the packages was Huber. He just put an extra envelope with some stickers and all that stuff and wrote for Mershad. Yeah, he was the only one.
No artwork?
No, I don't think so.
Well, you didn't find it yet.
It could be. Yeah. But no messages from anyone else. So I love you, Huber, if you listen to this.
So are you gonna have your shop put together far enough to make it to Knife Show Austria next year?
Yeah, I will. I already talked to Huber and I did the online stuff for him to be part of the show. It was amazing. I couldn't miss this one. Will be another 2 weeks, 10 to 15 knives work for me, but yeah, it will be a great show again.
Yeah, it's still long ways away, but I'm interested in the Solingen show if that's really going to happen or not. I mean, time's getting close, and we haven't heard anything about registration or anything like that.
Yeah, I can tell you a little insider stuff. I'm good with the organizer, the Dr. Sixt. I talked to them.
Mhm.
The last thing they assured me that they will do it, and they wanted to do it in a. That's the only thing I don't get completely. I have to say I'm a big ice hockey fan, and I used to be in Solingen in the same ice hockey stadium that they want to attend the show at. And there is no option in my head where they, can I swear on this podcast?
Yes, sure.
Where the fuck they want to do the show in this stadium. I was there. I've seen everything there. I don't know how they want to do it there because they need to switch up their places. And yeah, I hope they do it. And the last thing I know, and I talked to him, was they will do it. But I don't know how they want to do it on the place that they told me they want to do it.
It will be knife makers on ice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the ice hockey field is an ice hockey field. There is no unlimited space. So, and usually knife was around, correct me if I'm mistaken, but 250 makers or something like this. Exhibitors.
Yeah, I think the last show was around 220, something like that.
Yeah. So,
But the ice hockey rink itself is not any bigger than the main hall was, so you wouldn't be able to fit that whole show in there for sure.
impossible. I don't know. Perhaps they want to do it outside and inside. I really don't know. But from what I have seen from the stadium, it's not that big.
Well, maybe you can put in a little favor for me. I was talking to Huber, but he's been busy in the U.S. show. I wanted to see if we could get Sixt on here and talk about the upcoming show, where it's going to be. And
I would love to. I would love to
yeah,
talk to
maybe
him.
you can.
I can get a hold of him, and yeah, why not? Just do me a favor. Remind me tomorrow. I will forget that in about 5 minutes. So please do me a favor and remind me.
I'll shoot you a message. Yeah.
Yeah, or do it like Paulius and call me. No problem at all.
When is this supposed to happen? Knife and Solingen. The date.
May 15th, I think.
Okay. So they moved it from October to May. Or was it always in May? No, it was in June, right? Something like that.
It was originally always in May, the Mother's Day weekend.
And that's why Huber moved Knife Show Austria to October, I guess.
Right. But they had like a new registration process last year where they were doing it in like groups. I think they did 3 groups.
Yeah.
So they had a certain registration time, then they stopped and went through all the registrations and improved people, and then they moved on to the next group. So that's why I was curious. Like, we got, I don't know, 7-8 months until the show would be here, if they were going to do that all over again, or they're just going to take all the registrations from last year and recycle them.
Regularly, they do their registration starts at, if I'm not mistaken, by November. Anything late November was the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I can remember, but perhaps Albert or you've been there too. So I think it was at the end of November always, where they started with the applications.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember. Albert didn't need to know. He just showed up.
That's true.
At like 9 o'clock.
I'm here.
Paulie, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say, hey guys, do you know what it is also happening on May 15th?
No.
You may buy 15 mini hell kilns. That is the worst transition in radio history.
Yeah.
But the show
Do we have now ownership parts of Hellkill, Mini Hell, or what?
No. This show is sponsored by minihell.eu.
Nice.
Great makers of heat treatment kilns that come from Poland. You can buy them at a very decent price and also save 5% at checkout by using Carbon 5. We don't get any kickback, sadly, this season. Hopefully next season. But at least Baltazar knows that you are coming from this podcast. And also, it allows you to save 5%. While you are on minihell.eu, you can also buy heat treatment foil, heat treatment racks for batch hardening, and all that jazz. And also, if you don't find the size that you need of a kiln, you can always DM Baltazar at mini_hell_kilns on Instagram, and he can make a custom build for you. So, minihell.eu, they got the next kiln for you. And now, back to the show.
Perfect. I can confirm it. He did a custom one for me, a big one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
what is your customer feedback?
I'm not supported by him, so it's amazing for real. It's just so crazy good.
Was it a big kind of kiln that you wanted a custom build?
680 millimeters, something like this, 650. I have a big, and the big inside. There are two sizes, I guess. And I have the big insides box and the long version. But because it was in my old shop, I just had regular 230 volts. And they did usually they do a 3-phase one, but he did a 1-phase one for me in the big dimensions, and it's crazy how good it is. And it keeps the heat like nothing I've seen before.
Maybe he can do a conversion kit to a 3-phase.
No, I'm happy. It works. Everything's fine. It's just I can't complain. It goes up to, for example, if I go to 850 Celsius, I go there in about, I don't know, 30 minutes.
That's fast for such a big chamber.
Yeah. It's the big chamber and the long version. So I don't know what I want more. So I'm happy. Thanks to him for helping me out.
Did you have a special project in mind when you got the bigger
kiln,
or what were you making?
I always wanted to do a wakizashi.
Yeah.
And sometimes with this project that I have in my mind, I never managed to finish them. But it's one thing I want to do when I have some spare time. That's one thing I'm looking forward to. So for a good wakizashi in a good size, you need a big kiln.
Maybe we should do Klingen for Goodness with that knife style next year.
SWAT edition.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, if we are talking about Klingen for Goodness, just at this point, let me say once again, thank you to everyone. Supporting us with their knives, every maker. Thank you to everyone who's listening. Thank you to everyone who's buying tickets. It's important for me.
And to Kinderlachen.
Yes, Kinderlachen, of course. Kinderlachen, they do a lot of stuff in the background for us. So at this point, thank you to everyone supporting this project.
Hey, without you two, Keith and Mershat, this wouldn't have happened. Happened. I mean, it's such a wonderful project that you are doing, and it's so interesting, to see the makers that you follow and admire try to do something a little bit outside of their comfort zone, but also in their comfort zone. And it is really nice as a maker to follow along and try to win a knife. So thank you two.
You can win.
I know that Albert's not really happy when he gets restraints. He didn't like that we couldn't do Damascus last year.
That's true, yeah.
And you wanted to know why do I have to do this shape? But I think that's one of the really cool things when you get all these knives together and we get the pictures together and stuff, to see everybody's like interpretation of the blade style. And a lot of these knife makers, you'll probably never see this same blade from them again because it's Ben Camon's design. Right, yeah. So it's pretty interesting, one of a kind pieces that are coming from these guys.
On the website of Kinderlachen, on the ticket website, there is a very nice overview. So you see from the far, you see that the shape is somehow the same, but when you click on the pictures, you see in the big picture previews. So it's always something different, even when it's the same shape, and that's very nice to see.
Yeah, just some subtle changes, and then each person's handle design that really a lot of the makers, you can tell who it is just by the handle.
Yay!
Which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
And that freaking Oliver guy, His handles are awesome. I love those designs.
Crazy.
And the best part you can't even see.
It's just people always think that I tell stuff like this or I talk about him, I praise him because he's a really, really good friend of mine. But it's even without knowing him, I would say that on my ranking, if you have to ask me, his one is on the first place. It's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
Sorry. Yeah, he's the first place. Sorry, Marshat, you are the second
I don't
one
care.
for sure.
I give it up to him. I'm looking up to him. It's you can't imagine how fucking clean this guy works. It's insane. It's insane.
And he also combines it with forging, which is, the reels that he posts, it's like almost the inside of a gun, the lock of a gun. I mean, it's just so sexy.
It's really sexy. If I could choose one knife, I would choose his.
You can just steal it.
No, we still Ollie and me has still a change open. We will do a knife for each other. So I'm happy as it is. Someone will be very, very happy with this knife.
Yeah, I like the one that he did in Ultim, where you could see inside the.
Yeah, he's crazy.
You could see inside the knife, and he even did like all the fittings he turned from Ultim, the screws and everything.
It's crazy. This guy's crazy.
So
I couldn't afford the material.
You've seen, but you've seen them all in person, and you've held them all enough to take pictures and videos. Yeah. Which one would you pick out of the group? Is it from Ollie?
If we are talking about overall, one knife overall, if we talk about clean handle, performance, geometry, it would be Ollie's. If you are talking about just the optical and the cleanness and the Damascus and all that stuff, it's from Hangler. It's like drawn. The Hangler knife is like a drawing. I do my forging myself. I forge my bevels, and I always try to have a very consistent line of my core showing and all that stuff. And that one from Hangler is pure sexiness.
You're talking about the Damascus pattern.
The Damascus pattern, the cleanliness, his everything is, the fit up is so clean. Overall, it's just amazing. But it would be a little bit too heavy for me. I like knives that are not so heavy, but I know lots of people like heavy knives or front heavy knives. But overall, Hangler or Ollie would be my first.
I think some of that weight is in the handle choice that he had too. That looked like an ironwood or some kind of a heavy, dense wood.
I don't even know on top of my head what wood he used, but yeah, it was the combination. His spine is very thick, but it tapers down really nice. The overall geometry is beautiful, but I have small hands and I like light knives. That's all. It's just.
Well, Albert's knife, you guys are up tomorrow. The show will already be out when it comes out, but can you tell us what you guys did besides the chevron? Everybody knows you did the chevron.
Yeah, copper chevron cladding and an apex core and our handle. Hang on, I have to take a look at the pictures. I forgot.
Jog your memory a little bit.
A true pro.
Yeah, you guys I think you had most of it done a while ago.
Yeah, so we made a desert ironwood handle, and then we have copper true stone.
True stone, yeah.
A copper true stone liner and a buffalo horn front piece.
Gotta have the horn in there. I think that's the piece you use all the time.
Yeah, we use it all the time, for our front pieces.
How is the true stone to work with, especially with copper? Do you have to worry about it like overheating and stuff, the copper?
No, easy. It drills super easily, it machines super easily, and it grinds super easily. So it's mostly resin from what I can tell. So it's like these copper liners, and then there's resin around it. So white resin. Super nice material to work with. And it even smells good when you grind it.
Yeah, like
that is important.
Is it like El Forino is harder, right?
Yeah, it's harder, but it smells similar. It has this sweet scent to it. So
nice.
I like
nice.
it.
Scent of poison.
Yeah.
I mean,
super
antifreeze
poisonous.
smells nice and sweet too, but
Yeah. Might be. Yeah.
The opposite of mammoth tooth, the smell.
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn it.
Or buffalo horn. Or
Horrible,
whatever.
horrible.
Yeah.
But how about ironwood? Some people don't like the smell
I
of ironwood
hate
too.
ironwood. I hate it.
Nah, it's pretty good, man.
Nah, I
It's
hate
pretty
it.
good.
It looks so nice, but I can't stand the smell. No.
The block selection for your handle for the knife is top notch. It looks like a face on the handle, and it goes so well with the red chavon.
Chavon.
You mean on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wood?
Yeah. The wood, because it's slightly on the light side, and you have copper in the true stone, everything is tied together. It's so good.
Thanks, Sam.
Albert, how did you finish the
Yes.
handle on ironwood?
We polished it.
Yeah, that's it.
We polished it and then we oiled it. We have this
Yeah.
what's it gunstock oil. So
Okay.
in German it's called Schaftöl.
Yeah.
And then we oiled it. Yeah.
Because I learned from Johannes Saxes that most of the time you ruin is the wrong word, but you ruin ironwood because of the oil you put on it afterwards, because it darkens up way too much. And he told me the best way is to just polish it in the end, a high grit finish and then polish, or use Mohn oil. Is Mohn the
cool.
same in English? Mohn? I don't know.
No, it's poppy.
Yes,
I think.
but
right.
yeah, there's a special oil that you can use that keeps it bright, and the contrast keeps a little bit higher. So that's why I asked.
Yeah, we polish it with polishing compounds.
Yeah.
And then we put the oil on, and we have different kinds of gunstock oils. So they come in different colors.
Oh.
And there's bright ones, there's natural ones, there's dark ones, and there's super dark ones. And we use for desert ironwood, we use the natural oil, so it does not darken the wood.
Can you send me later a link to it or an image or?
Of course, it's called Schaftöl. I think it's made by Ballistol. I mean, the company.
Oh, crazy!
At least Ballistol sells it, so that's why I thought it was made by Ballistol. But I'll send you a link.
Thank you. I will forget it in about 5 minutes, so I need this link.
Yeah, yeah. I will send you a link.
Thank you.
We can put it up for our patrons if they are interested in that kind of stuff. Paulie, can't wait.
Yeah, I have it right here. You recommended it to me. I have the bottle. I don't see Ballist oil on it anywhere. But yeah, send them the link and we can put that in the show notes. It works really good.
Keith, you don't need it. Send it to me. You don't do knives.
Someday, before this oil all evaporates, I'll use it.
Yeah.
What I wanted to mention, that you can use also Baltic burnish for that, because I made the formulation exactly like that it won't darken too much the figure of the wood itself, especially the new formulation that Keith is selling on his knifematerial.at web shop. But it's less than an oil and more of a wax kind of paste, and it also smells of beeswax, so it smells really nice. But if you don't use any oil on ironwood and you polish it straight away, it is way lighter. It is super light. It's insanely, like, the contrast is insane, but the contrast goes away with any contact. If the wood has any contact with UV light, and then it naturally just darkens a little bit. So when you are applying like something like the Baltic burnish, it just slightly darkens to the natural point, because I had some results with just polishing. It looks even unnatural. It is that bright, and it just goes away with use. So, I'm just shilling my own product, but it works really well.
You use that on the varnish, I think, right?
Yeah. I use it almost on everything that I use. Basically, what I do is, even if I do like my carta, because it has like these strands of the textile inside, I use a little bit of that wax, let it a little bit soak it in, pull it off, and then I do the polishing, and I kind of find that the color of the micarta is deeper after that. Maybe it's placebo, but I just found it to be really well working for myself. And also I use it for stabilized wood and ironwood.
Keith, you are the micarta and G10 man. Does the finish of G10 or micarta change with oil application?
Yeah, for the micarta, definitely.
Okay.
G10,
No.
you don't notice it as much.
Okay.
The only thing that it will do for G10 is sometimes after you sand it, you kind of get like a chalky finish on the
Okay.
top. It'll brighten it up, but
Okay.
that will go away with use in your hand and stuff like that.
Yeah. I always do it just because I do it always. There is no reason, but
Yeah,
that's what I was asking.
yeah, it definitely doesn't hurt it.
Yeah, the difference of resistance between micarta and G10 is insane because you think they are both kind of composites, just one is with glass fibers and the other is with textile, but the resistance to chemicals and UV is just way different. As Keith was telling in the past episode, like the green micarta is turning and patining and becoming a little bit brown, while the G10 stays the same throughout like many years through use and abuse. It's just way different, I guess.
Yeah, I just started carrying Ultrix, which is from an American company that makes micarta, and they have the patent on the micarta name actually, so they're making it the same way that they used to make micarta. And I got a sheet of green canvas micarta, and it showed up and it was brown, and I'm like, okay, maybe they made a mistake. So start cutting that all up, and the dust coming out of everywhere is green. So it's just like the top layer has started to age like a vintage micarta would.
Damn. Keith, I've got a question. Do you have any pops cuts at your shop, or do you want to import it? Yes, right? You wanted to.
Yeah, we're still working on a deal with Pops for the Pro Cut steel.
Yeah.
They've had some problems with production with the rolling process of it. So kind of the same deal that Tobias was going through with Apex Ultra.
Nice.
Because it's a smaller batch.
Yeah.
He's got to like wait in line and wait for them, the mills and stuff, to be free at the moment for them to roll out this smaller batch. But
got you.
We will have I will have 1 ton of Pops Pro Cut coming in, hopefully beginning of next year at the latest. It was supposed to be here in October, but like I said, with the delays. And for the makers, we're actually, me and Tobias will be splitting it. So he's going to have 1 ton of the steel also, but he's going to be selling it the same way he was with Apex. You need to buy a certain amount. But if you're a maker and you're going to be using it a lot, you can probably get a little better price through Tobias for the quantity.
And on that page, asking Albert, did you experiment with Apex and Pops Cut?
No, we didn't, but we had Kurt Glatt experiment with it at our shop. Kurt Glatt made, I think, a few billets of Apex and Pro Cut Damascus successfully.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because I have both of them laying around for Damascus, and that would be one project that I would be willing to spend some time in the future for.
Yeah, you have to be careful when you weld them shut. If you want to get all the air out, to keep all the air out, you are not supposed to use TIG welding, from what I've heard. I mean, you're not supposed to use TIG welding with Apex either, but with Apex and Pro Cut neither. Try to keep the air out.
Yeah, I have to. I have to confess something here. I always do my performance Damascus with Apex and 50 and 20 and all that stuff, or even Apex with something else. And I always use the wick welding, and never had any problems. So, but I don't say that I'm right, and but it worked for me, and I don't have anything else. So, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking to Tobias Hangler, I think this week actually, the day before yesterday. Yeah. That's also what we found out, or what happened to our billets. TIG weld. So if you don't use any filler material, so if you just fuse the.
I'm always fusing, just fusing, no fillers.
Okay, yeah, us too, yeah. But weld seams tend to develop cracks, and then the air can get in. So that's why we only use like what's it called?
MAC.
The other
MIG-MAC.
Yeah, MIG-MAC welding, exactly.
Yeah.
So we don't use TIG welding when we do Apex billets.
I think if I would have one, I would use it, but this.
Even the way Kurt did it was he used the canister. So he had a canister Damascus.
That's the Kyle Royer does some sheets. He always welds sheets around it.
Yeah, that's what we do when we do mosaic Damascus. So this sheet metal, so this Opferblech. Yeah,
it's way quicker. For example, you will laugh at me. I don't lie. I run through argon, 10-liter argon. I run about 4 to 5 bottles a year. In the time I did a lot of Damascus and performance Damascus. I nearly it takes me around 1 or 2 hours to weld the package, the Damascus package.
Yeah, sure.
Because each layer will be getting a weld, so it's crazy. I have to try the Kyle Royer way. Should be way quicker.
Yeah, I mean that's what we do when we do the tile weld on mosaic Damascus. Then we use sheet metal on top and on the bottom, and the sides we use Mi'kmaq weldings or welds to seal it completely.
Oh, you mean after some forging and restacking and stuff?
Yeah, at the tile weld. So when you cut the billet at an angle.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah, okay. Got you. I was talking about
that's when we use sheet metal.
I was talking about the initial welding.
The initial billet.
Yeah.
No, we completely weld them.
Yeah. That's what I also do. That's a crazy part. Yeah, nice. I have to try it.
But when you do it at the tile weld stage, then you get these weld seams.
Opferblech. I use Opferblech like you, top and bottom. I do it exactly like you on the last, when I flipped a Fibonacci flip. Mark calls it Fibonacci flip. I do also Opferblech.
Yeah. I
use 50 and 20 because in my mind, I'm always worried and afraid of some stuff getting in it and all that stuff. I'm a little bit paranoid.
You use 15 and 20 as your sheet metal, as your Opferblech.
Yes.
Really?
I bought 1 millimeter variety of it a few years ago.
Okay.
A big one. It's about 1 meter by 50 centimeters, and I always cut some little pieces of it and use this one.
But why? You grind it off after?
Yeah, I know. I'm paranoid. I'm crazy. It's just it don't make sense. So I have this laying around, but you have to know I don't have like you a big stash of steel always laying around. I have everything that I need. For example, I have my Apex. I have some 2419.05, a little bit laying around, and that's it. It's not that much that I have laying around, so I use what I have, and 1 millimeter sheets. I don't use it regularly. So
we use mild steel, which is even cheaper.
Yeah, of course. It's cheaper, yeah. Mild steel. Don't have it laying around.
I was asked by one of our listeners when you guys start going into your German talk that I should translate it for you guys. So Abfallblech for our English-speaking listeners would be waste steel. So you guys are making, just like you said, just a jacket with the waste steel around it that you'll grind off later.
Yeah, sheet metal. Yeah, it's called usually. Yeah, like very thin steel.
That was Ben Camone, if you guys are interested.
But Ben should know what an Opferblech is. So
yeah, you know Ben, he was a little overthinking sometimes.
But I wouldn't be surprised if he's living in America now and has forgotten about us, living the high life over there.
We lost Paulie with all the forging talk.
Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's fine. I'm here.
You don't wrap your knives in waste steel before you push the button on the CNC.
No, I constantly use the Opferblech. Opferblech is my favorite kind of steel, you know.
He's shooting his bullets around.
I wanna know how the new CNC is going because I'm waiting to get my folder.
I have done exactly 0 things on it, and I am working, as I said to you in the group chat, I am working on things that are paying the bills. So you know.
What did you buy, Paulius? Tomac?
It's no name.
Oh, okay.
No. It's a no name DIY kinda. It's not kinda a router, but a fixed gantry kinda type of CNC machine, but it needs like a shit ton of work. All of the ball screws need to be changed. All of the round linear ways need to be changed into normal linear square ways. And also I need to build a totally new electronics cabinet, which is I'm super excited about. Can't wait to use the Aiding 760, I think, controller because it's great, and also upgrade the open loop steppers to like full-on servos. That should be a pretty cool build. But and it will be machining day and night. Something that I will buy from Keith. That is G10 Hell. G10 Hell.
Oh, I just got a shitload of it. Did you see my post?
Yes, I saw a ton. I think more than a ton, like
Just over a
1,200
ton, yeah.
kilos.
Yeah, almost 1,200. Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait for you to post them.
I got to get them over to the shop and start cutting them up so I can put them online.
How do you get like so much of it? Do you order a service to get it over there, or do you drive multiple times with your bicycle?
Yeah, I put a sheet on my back. Do it over there one at a time. No, you gotta,
like a
you gotta know
sale.
some people. I know some people with vans, so bring them over to the shop and we'll cut them all up. I got some of the Tiffany in 4mm, 6mm, 8mm, and liners now, which I think the liners will be cool. A lot of people can add those liner colors in there. Maybe I can get pins to match too, because I know you like the matchy stuff, Paul.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ! Firing on all cylinders. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Will there be 2mm liners?
No.
No.
You break my
I
heart.
have-
You break my heart.
I have so
man.
many sizes already, and I have a 1.2mm. I don't think there's a need for me to. If I start getting 2mm, then it starts going crazy, and I got so many different sizes. Then you gotta remember I gotta keep up with those sizes, and then order like 20 different colors, and just to have 2mm for polyus.
Dude,
Because you're the only
Look,
one that's ever
listen-
asked for it.
fucking listen, listeners. Jesus Christ, listeners, write in if you care if there is 1.2, 1.4, 1.8 kind of millimeter liners, or do you care if there is a 1mm liner option, 2mm liner option, and that's it. So I would like to hear, because in my mind, it's just two SKUs of the same product, which will be like
Yeah.
way better than like 2.3666
You know why? Because
millimeter liner.
they're American sizes.
Ah,
That's why.
But you are in Europe right now, son of a bitch.
I am.
Yeah. But it's fine. At least you have 4mm, which is scale size for someone, which is also great. But yeah, are you getting any multicolor G10?
Yes, I got an extra sheet in 8mm because you wanted the Halloween colors. So
A
black
whole
and
sheet
orange.
for me. A whole sheet for me. Can't wait for Halloween colors. And especially the Tiffany, and I hope you got the pink, because the business for gender reveal parties, the gender reveal knives are a big market that nobody's tapping in. So, you know.
I'll get pink when you start making folders, because actually somebody asked me for pink this week, and I've had the pink before, and I think it looks like bubblegum. I think it's ugly.
There is a right pink and there is the wrong pink that is way too bright and reddish, kind of magenta, kind of,
Yeah.
not a pastel
one-
pink.
The one that my manufacturer carries looks just like you spit out a piece of bubblegum. I think it's an ugly color.
It's disgusting. Don't get that, please. Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, we just over the 1 hour mark. What do you guys think? Is that a show or?
Sure.
Call it a show.
A show.
Call it a show.
I want to talk more on the on the other side.
On the
on the
other
low
side.
carbon side or what?
Yeah, maybe.
Are we
Maybe.
going to record a low carbon flight?
Well, as always, we keep it rolling. So we'll see what happens. You're the editor. If you can make something happen.
Okay, good.
To the low carbon.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks again, Shir, for joining us.
Thanks for
I think
having me
this
here.
is your third or fourth visit.
Was a great pleasure. My third visit, and was a pleasure, and a nice, getting out a little bit of my usual day. Thank you.
It was nice to hear from you. I think a lot of the
Yeah,
people in the
thank
community
you.
thought something happened to you.
No, I'm still alive. I'm just not able to access my Instagram account. But yeah, I will be back, like Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger said.
Perfect. All right, guys. We'll talk to the rest of you next week.
Yep.
Bye for now.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.
Auf
Auf
Wiedersehen.
Wiedersehen.
Do widzenia.
Chodafez.
Iki, gero vakaro.
Chodafez.
Bully out.